What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another video, and today, everybody, welcome back to another tier list. And right here is the final tier list for System of a Down. Now, I just got done recording my Mesmerize and Hypnotize album tier list rankings, I guess you would say. And since there is absolutely no single tier list, like a regular tier list on System of a Down to steal this album, I have to go to a normal. Not gonna say normal, but a fucking album, a tier list thing that has all the songs from every album that System of a Down has ever made. Um, so with that, I had to go up and find this right here, and we have all their songs right here, ready to be ranked. So without any further ado, I'm ready to go ahead and jump straight into this. So with that being said, let's begin. So the first song that we have here is Chicken Stew, which is a very weird song. It's heavy, don't get me wrong. But it's a very weird song, dude. Like, I heard that the song is about consumerism and how, like, how advertisements, well, certain advertisements could potentially send you, like, therapy or some shit like that, dude. I don't know. Like, all I know is that the song's about consumerism. I used to really like the song, dude. It was technically the song that got me into System, or that got me to know them really well. B tier. So the next song that we have here is Inner Vision, which is it's a very, very interesting song, and I really like the song. Like, I remember Inner Vision, I know Chicken Stew transitions into Inner Vision. There's actually a lot of songs off, if not, yeah, mostly every song off the album transitions into one another, with some exceptions like Boom, New Guns, and stuff like that. But Inner Vision, I don't know. I don't really know what the song's about. I think it's about somebody who wants to see their full potential. If maybe that's the way I see it. Inner Vision at an S tier. So the next song that we have here is Bubbles, which is a very interesting song. I don't know what the fuck this song's about, but I really do like the song. It's an underappreciated song off of Steal This album. I mean, hell, every song up here is underappreciated because it's if not System of a Down's least, like, to most fans, not many fans like Steal This album, but Bubbles is really good. I don't know, it has like that, I wouldn't say silliness to it, but I don't know what to fucking say. This goes in an S tier. So the next song that we have here is Boom, which is pretty much a song about, I think a song put together from, like, things that people have said about, I think, the Armenian genocide, or just war in general. Like, hell, the music video for Boom depicts that. I don't really like the song. I remember it was in one of my Spotify playlists at one point, but I ended up taking it out because I just didn't really like the song. So, yeah, B tier. So the next song that we have here is New Guns, which is, I think, this song is really interesting about this one. I can actually talk about this one right here. So, New Guns, I think I've heard that, or from the way I've heard, or the way I'm seeing the song, it's about how a guy had sex with a prostitute and killed her afterwards. Or that's what I think the song's about. Or potentially just two people, potentially, it could potentially just be about two people, having sex. That just sounds weird the way I say it, but what other fucking way can I say it? But I don't know, but I've heard that the song is about a prostitute, or about a guy who has sex with a prostitute, but then after they get done doing what they're doing, he shoots and kills her, I think, because something about one of the lyrics saying about how bullet connects to the price of his time, which I presume the guy shot and killed her. And there's, of course, other things in the song where it's explicitly a song about, it's explicitly a song about, something about, sex of some sort. So New Guns is a very interesting song, though. Serge's vocals are fucking great in this song. There's nothing else I can say about that. We're going to put this on an S tier. So the next song that we have here is ADD, aka American Dream Denial. This is one of System of a Down's most politically charged songs to me, and it's potentially one of System of a Down's angriest songs. Like, Surge just sounds so fucking mad here, dude. Like, he sounds angry as hell. And I don't know, I really love this song. The riffs in the song are fucking excellent. The message is put out pretty good in my opinion. So with that, we're putting this up here at an S tier. The next song that we have here is Mr. Jack, which is a very interesting song. You could say this is more of a sequel to Spiders. And funny enough, this is technically one of System of a Down's first songs, but in the form of a demo either called Pig or it may have been Bacon. It's one of those two. And funny enough, the demo of the song is played, or I guess the intro to the song is played on a bass, but I can do it on a guitar. I might just go do that. And fun fact with the riff of Mr. Jack, what the hell is his name? Shavo has actually played the riff on a guitar. Like I think in an interview he did with somebody where it was full on, like all the way in Armenian. But Mr. Jack, from what I know, is a song about, or it's compiled of different experiences from both Darren and Serge. From Darren, I think, no, Scott, excuse me. I think for Darren, it was because he had gotten pulled over by the police because he was driving erratically. I think because he was either drunk or he was too high. And for Serge, I think like the SWAT team or something, or the police. Oh my fucking brother breaking into the house. But for Serge, I think it was like the SWAT team or something, or the police of some sort that had gotten fucking like called in on him or something, like him and his family, or something about how him and his family were convicted of some crime or something, and they had them all at gunpoint, like guns pointed at their heads or something. Some shit like that. That's what Mr. Jack is about. Anyways, we're gonna put this A tier. So I'm currently editing this video, and fun fact, but I may have said in the beginning of this video that this has almost been a month ever since I've had this video on my computer, but I found out now that one song from the album is not up here, with that song being, what I like to call the vowel song. That's what I like to call that. It's not up here, so for that one, I don't really like that song, so I'm going to be ranking that at a B tier. The next song that we have here is 36. Which, to me, has to be System of a Down's most underrated song ever. And it's also System of a Down's shortest song ever. I don't know. Many people don't like the song. I think either because it's too short, or I don't fucking know, dude. I really don't know why. But we're gonna put this, of course, at a S tier. It's one of my favorite songs from them. So the next song that we have here is Pictures. Fun fact, but 36 transitions into Pictures. I don't know what this song's about. I really don't know what's about. We're gonna put this over here at a B tier. And the next song that we have here is Highway Song, which Pictures transitions into and almost has a seamless transition into the next song. I think Highway Song is about how, like, the times, like, I guess, like, how we were, like, how we were when we were, like, like, our younger days are never gonna come back to us when we are now older. I think that's what Highway Song's about. I'm not sure if that's what the song is really about, but from, like, the whole lyrics with, like, the purest forms of light or lives, our days are never coming back, which I assume means, like, our days when we were, like, younger, like, in our, you know, I guess, childhood years, like, early childhood up into your teenage years, hell, even into your young adult, young adult life, or just adult life, early adult life and stuff like that, like, but I think for me, because of how old I am, like, it probably just deals with the whole, like, oh yeah, you know, like how happy I was back then. That's never coming back. Like, it's not going to be the same anymore, even if it does come back. So, yeah, Highway Song is I really like this song. The harmonies from Serge and Darren on this are fucking incredible. Fucking great. So we're putting this up here at an S tier. So the next song that we have here is Fuck the System, which of course Highway Song transitions into as well. Fuck the System, what the hell is this song about? Maybe it's just how, you know, they just saying, hey, fuck the system. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. S tier. The next song we have here is Ego Brain. So, I don't know, dude. This song sounds like a modern day, like, medieval tune, I guess you would say. I don't know, the intro to the song sounds exactly like that. And I don't know what Ego Brain is about. But, I don't know. because I guess this is how it's gonna go. If I don't know what a song's about, we're just gonna go and just rank it. We're gonna put it at B tier. So the next song that we have here is Theta Waves, which is my favorite song off of Steal This album. Theta Waves, people saying it's like a mixture of Chop Suey and another song. I don't know. Theta Waves is kind of, I don't know. It's the most underappreciated song off of the album. If you don't count 36, it's the most underappreciated song off the album. Um, but I don't know. Theta Waves is a very interesting song. I don't know what the song's about. But I fucking love the song with my heart. So you already know. This is going at an S tier in front of Highway Song. So the next song that we have here is Roulette, which Theta Waves transitions into seamlessly. I don't know. Roulette is a sad song, dude. Like, I remember, because I said this in one of my videos prior to me, of course, making this one, where I had claimed that I had sang every single System of a Down song. Sang every song, which of course means I had sang Roulette at one point, which means, and if I'm correct, Roulette was one of the last few songs I had to sing from System of a Down if I wanted to sing all the songs individually. I remember when I had first sang Roulette, I started crying my eyes out. And I tried to not make it sound so apparent that I started crying my eyes out. But I started fucking crying, dude, because Roulette is a sad song. Like, and it applies to a lot of people because, like, the whole lyrics, like, I know how I feel when I'm around you. I don't know how I feel when I'm around you. That kind of stuff. Like, it hits hard. Really hard, dude. Like, Roulette is such a sad fucking song. And I think it's supposed to be. But yeah. And it's the first song from System of a Down that is full-on acoustic. There's no electric guitar, there are no drums, there's no bass. It's strictly acoustic and vocals. And of course, you have some fantastic vocals from both, some fantastic vocal harmonies from both Serge and Darren in the song. Which of course becomes more apparent on Steal This album, and then of course goes full on and Mesmerize and Hypnotize. So Roulette goes at an A tier. Shit. And the last song that we have here is Streamline, which is also another sad song. I think it's a song about how a person was not there for their friend when they were there, like when their friend was still alive. Because the whole lyrics, I wasn't there for you, and stuff like that. Then you have the lyrics, you are gone, goodbyes are long. Goodbye. That stuff, dude, that song is sad. Like, I don't know why, but the last two songs off of Steal This album are so fucking sad. They are so fucking sad, dude. And I know they're meant to be, because that's the way System had intended to make them. But Streamline, I don't know. First off, it's a fantastic album closer. And, at the time when Steal This album was technically the quote-unquote last album that System of a Down had released at the time, this could have potentially been one hell of a way to end off their discography if Steal This album were their last album that they ever made. But Streamline hits really hard. The guitar solo, I think, both in the what was it be like? Close to like the middle of the song, getting close to the end. Really, really impactful to me. So with that, going in an A tier. And there we have it. My tier list for Steal This album. So with this means I no longer have to make any more System of a Down album tier lists. Unless I were to somehow rank every song, which may happen. But for the most part, it is only just me ranking the albums. And with that, I am done with System of a Down in terms of ranking their albums. And if, as I said, I think I've said this at one point, but probably not in a video, but maybe in like a recording of mine when I was singing one of their songs before. If System of a Down were to somehow ever come up with a sixth album, I'll rank it then. But for the most part, it's going to be between Serge and Darren's solo albums that they have made, and I think the next thing I'll do is probably Darren's solo album, and with either of that, I may do another Gorillaz or Slipknot album tier list. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this. If anybody has any objections with my tier list, I would love to hear your opinions and also your own personal rankings in the comments. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.